Out here, there was little in the way of law, save for the sword a man carried and the courage he had to face his own problems. As the thick oaks whizzed past him, mere shadows in the darkened night, Connor caught glimpses of the twin moons of Saldia as they slept in the sky. The two crescents cast a shimmer of soft blue light across the forest. He slowed as he neared a clearing close to where the green light had been, and he paused to take in his surroundings. Only fools rushed into battle with no thought or plan, and Connor was no fool. The ruins of a great cathedral stood in the middle of the field, the twin crescent moons framed perfectly on either side of the lone surviving spire that stabbed the sky. The crumbling walls betrayed a maze of what were once hallways and rooms inside the ruins. Once white boulders littered the field, stained with moss and time. For a moment, nothing moved. No one screamed. Not a sound swept through the cold meadow, save for the brief echo of a distant howl. Until, in the ruins, a shadow flinched. From the depths of the old building, a man staggered through the tall meadow grasses. They parted before him with every unsteady step, and he dragged something behind him as he stumbled into the field. Whatever he held flailed, its wild limbs scratching at his arm in the darkness as he held tight. It took only a moment to recognize a braid of yellow hair as the victim fought against her captor. This man held a girl, a child. "You must have one," the man wheezed. "A Rectivane potion. You peasants always have one hidden somewhere. Give it to me! Do it now, you filthy little maggot, or I'll kill you and whatever family you have!" Muffled screams escaped the little girl as the man's hand tightened around her mouth. As they struggled, she kicked his leg. He fell off balance and set his empty palm against a nearby boulder to steady himself, but his fingers slipped along the rock and stained it with dark red streaks. From the woods, a silhouette raced toward the pair of them. For a moment, Connor's chest panged with the dread of facing a blight wolf, until the shadow stepped from the darkness on 2 feet. A woman raced across the field with a dead branch in her fingers, and in a brief flash of moonlight, terror shone in her eyes as the man adjusted his grip on the child. Her child, most likely. The girl wrestled with him, his blood smearing across her cheek as his wide hand remained planted over her mouth. Connor drew one of the twin swords on his back. Whatever this was, it would not end well. In the whistle of the wind, there wasn't so much as another breath. He scanned the trees for signs of a trap, for arrows straining against a bow, for the flash of steel in the low light of the moons. He had a few enemies, sure, but none clever enough to plant a trap like this. With one last cursory look around, Connor noticed something truly odd, and it gave him pause despite the scene unfolding before him. A house in the trees. Through one of its foggy window panes, a second young girl watched the meadow with wide eyes.